the big hitch right down through that narrow lane and puts him right on the money. Andrew Allen is up there as assistant driver. Team, let's sit back, relax, quietly enjoy, watch. Here we go. Hear him talk to him. See him respond. Now watch that front wheel go right under that wagon. See him pull the wheel horses back. See him continue to adjust those lines. And we're going to keep it off the rail. We won't pinch your finger. We'll show you what it's all about. What about that? Isn't that good? Doesn't get much better than that. You know, it's almost a lost art, but my goodness is that man a good driver. On this Sunday afternoon, we'll ask him to pivot that team back around and clear the dock over to his right. This is a request that he might be given back at the turn of the century when the superintendent would need another wagon to come in. Need the load to continue to take place from the dock workers, so that means reverse the entire procedure and try to keep the wagon still enough while you're doing that. That's quite a challenge. Now watch him call the team to attention and watch how they will react. This is fun. You'll see the change of attitude of the big team when he gives them the final command. Typically, I've seen 1, 2, maybe even more of those big horses throw their head up and down. Kind of like, did we do good or did we not? Now watch. Just going to bring them around. You see him settling? So see that old pony up there on the front side? He said, hey, see my little side trick there? How about it? Is that something to watch or what? I can't believe the way he can do that. You know that? Well, let's have a little fun. Turn the music up, clap your hands to the Budweiser song, and watch the parade in action once again. They are magnificent. You know that? Have you noticed the Pete has a line reaching to each of the 8 horses? You have any idea how difficult it is to adjust those lines when necessary and change the length of them frequently? Well, he'll be doing all of the above while he figurates them around. You know, this year they have been housed right inside the event center. We hope you've enjoyed the opportunity to go by, see them up much closer, much more personal. Thank you to Budweiser for what they do for our show, and I will tell you on their entire behalf, this Bud is for you. Entertainment is what it's all about. Thank you, Pete and Andrew and the entire staff. Nice to have them here again. That's great.
That's time we get everything else loaded up. We got a 2-hour start in the morning to get things going. As much done as we can tonight.
Mr. Peterson, how long have you been driving these horses?
About 17.5 years for Budweiser.
Really?
Yep.
How did you learn to do it?
Oh, I grew up in a farm back up in southwestern Minnesota. Grain and livestock farm.
Yeah?
And Dad always had a couple pairs of horses, just hobby type thing. Nothing show-wise, just farm horses.
Yeah. And you've been traveling around the country with there are several Clydesdale teams,
There's 4
aren't
crews like this around the country. Each of us travel about 330 days out of the year.
Wow. That's a lot of time on the road.
Yeah, keeps us busy.
How many days?
About 330.
About 330. Wow.
What's the hardest thing about the job?
Oh, just being on the road.
Yeah.
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 You don't have a life. This is your life.
This is your life.
Yeah.
But you like it.
I like it. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
The day I quit enjoying it, I will quit. Life's too short not to do something you don't enjoy.
And Owen is the Swede,
Yeah.
Norwegians.
My dad was always very particular.
Yeah.
He did not want to call it sweet.
Yeah, see, I'm Lutheran, so
Yeah.
I understand. And
Well, after.
yeah.
I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's nobody that still talks like that. You know, you get used to it so you don't realize it. My brothers worked for a John Deere dealer. You're nuts. There's no...
The questions I thought I'd ask you is, do you actually bond with the horses? Do you train with them and that sort of thing?
We get them when they're generally 4 or 5 years of age. So they're started, they're pretty much trained, but you still have to do some finishing touches on them. You get to know them. You get to know their ins and outs, their quirks, you know, what this one's going to do, what that one's going to do. And like a deal like this, you always try to make sure you're using your best driving ones you have.
How many horses do you have that you work with?
Well, we travel with 10 all the time, and then we have 4 more back in SeaWorld in San Antonio.
But you travel with 10 because, you harness 8. Yeah, you hook 8.
If somebody's sore or not feeling good, a little lame, whatever the case may be, or you got a young one that you're not really using for a lot of stuff yet, but any one of them 10 is usable for this stuff.
What kind of crew do you have with you?
Generally a crew of 7, counting myself, and we do everything from working with the horses to driving the trucks, and we do everything.
Wow.
How many trucks does it take?
3 semis.
Wow.
This one carries the wagon and all the harness. Like there's 2 guys up in the front part right now cleaning up the harness, just getting the dirt and sweat and hair off of it. The other 2 are actually parked at the Budweiser warehouse, but one truck hauls 6 horses, the other one 4, and all of our portable stalls break down and go in the very back of that 3rd truck.
Do you have a farrier travel with you, or do
He
one of
actually
you guys?
flies in every 6 weeks. Emergency situation, one of us will take care of it.
Yeah.
I got 2 guys that are pretty handy, so.